Hey, what's up guys? Been a little while. I haven't done anything for a little while except for maybe that Wales video that you may have seen. Today I'm going to go clean the car. Looking a bit bunk right now on the stand wheels, show you in a second. But yeah, I'm just going to go around and show what I do when I clean the car basically. Involves usually a snow foam, make sure I get a good snow foam over it because where I live, get a load of crap on it generally. We get cow crap, mud, you name it, and I'll go a week at a time before cleaning it because I work Monday to Friday normally. So yeah, go around and clean the car. Then go for maybe what other stuff I might put on it just to keep it tidy. It probably needs another wax again really, I mean, but the problem is right now it's probably only a couple degrees, 3 or 4 degrees maybe a bit warmer. So you can't really do a lot in that weather because if you want things to set properly and things like that and no condensation on the panels and stuff, makes it a bit difficult. So I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll just clean it, detail it, go from there. But yeah, I'll go through that. It'll only be a quick time lapse. I'm not going to obviously go into detail about it. Most people, as you guys probably already know what you do when it comes to that. By all means, I am no professional on this, so if anyone wants to give us any tips my way, absolutely fine with that. But yeah, go for it. And yeah, but I say, car looks a bit bunk though. I'll show you in just a second. So this is how the car looks right now. Unfortunately, it is on the silver standard wheels at the front. That's I think they're just like the touring spec wheels they call them, just a normal 6-spoke. They're not great because the fitment's pretty bad on them. Unfortunately, my other set, that would be the normal rotor grids on the high offset at the front. That one of those sidewalls been taken out by someone that sort of tried running me off the road nearly. So yeah, I've got those at the front at the moment until I get some new tyres for them, which aren't cheap, as most people will know if they drive these cars, and so you want something decent on them. But yeah, otherwise cars are not too bad, just incredibly dirty right now. I mean, that'll dart down the side as always. So yeah, go through that. I've got a setup now, and then we'll get on and snow foam it and go from there. So this is what I'm using for my snow foam. Although as you can see, I'm very much out. It's a bright green colour normally. And here's a state of my car currently. It's not pretty. And that's all the way up the side of the car, the back of the car, you name it. And here's the lovely touring rims compared to what I'm normally running. Yeah, whole back of the car's pretty filthy. So yeah, I've got to change that pretty quick. Looks not so bad now. I mean, the problem is it's still wet, so there's still going to be dry marks, there's going to be dirt still on it, like I could probably show you already actually. So obviously the snow foam doesn't get rid of all that, but it gets rid of a lot of the stuff that sticks on there. So any mud and things like that, it gets rid of a lot of that. Still got a bit more to do. Obviously I've now got rid of most of the snow foam. Quickly spray some wheel cleaner hopefully over the alloys. But the silver ones at least, the back one's not so necessary. Then obviously you go and wash it over. As for what I use, that stuff is chemical guys, the snow foam. Wash, I'm not using anything in particular at the moment because I'm waiting hopefully for a sale of sorts for maybe some wash and whatever else, because that stuff expensive, and if you wash your car every week like I sometimes do, it is, yeah, you don't get cheap. So I got to sort out that, hopefully if there's a Christmas sale or the January sale. But normally I can dot around between Chemical Guys, Aura Bright, and what's the other one? It has lost me now. Finesse, that's the one. Probably not something you may recognise from the US market, maybe. Chemical Guys you should, because that is, I think, an American product or around that region. Everything else is probably more UK based, so you won't see that. But yeah, it's stuff like that I use normally. I mean, there's no real preference, it's more like what's price and what I decide to change and try. I mean, a lot of it just seems the same. Obviously there is probably some overpriced garbage out there, and there's probably some really cheap stuff that's really good and sometimes really terrible. But it's preference and what's there at the time for me to try. So yeah, I'll go out and start cleaning it down with some decent wash and whatever else. I've got the mitts, 2 mitts, lamb's wool mitts. I don't think I've actually got any wash stuff. I don't think I actually have at the moment. No, that's it. But I use a quick detail by Chemical Guys at the moment. Seems to do the job. I've got all sorts of crap in here really. That's the auto glime stuff. That's my old Chemical Guys stuff that I was using. But yeah, I have a bit of Auto Bright stuff, so there's like some different polishes and waxes I might use. There's the wax I'll use, but I think it's probably too cold to even try waxing it again currently, unfortunately. So I'll leave it at that. Got some nice, this is some really good stuff. You need something that's a good glass cleaner. You find you're always getting streaks and everything on your glass. I recommend this because it sort of dries into like a white mist on the glass, so you know where you've been and you know what to wipe off. So I never normally get a problem of me like missing a spot on the window, because you do absolutely hate it when you clean down a window and the next day you go for a drive and the sun's right in the windscreen and you realise you missed a bit on your windscreen. Or it does for me at least. Maybe I'm just really attentive like that and that's why. So yeah, there's stuff like that. I've got other waxes. I've got a load of crap really. There's another bag that's got some other stuff in it. There's all my mitts and cloths and you name it. Point you to go through them and clean some of those up and probably bin some because they just get hideous after a while. But yeah, that's my next plan. So that's her all detailed, cleaned. She's not looking too bad now. I probably could do a bit more. I could probably clean up the tyres a bit. It's mainly getting all the dirt off the body, things like that, and just going around the car, double checking things are alright. Unfortunately I do have a minor bit of damage from somewhere, I'm not sure where, but right there and across there. Unsure how that's happened if I'm honest. It's at a weird point of the car where I don't think I could have done it, but maybe I did. Bit disheartening, but it's the thing when you daily drive something like that, or any car for that matter, it happens. It's a bit annoying, but what can we do, eh? So that's about it for this one. I'll probably run down the car at some point because, well, all you know at the moment is a Nissan 350Z if anyone knows about cars. Otherwise you think it's a blue thing. Tractor being loud, you know, probably complains about my car more than the tractor. That tractor's pretty loud. And yeah, I'll just run down the car a bit, what I've done to it, where I'm thinking of going with it. Still undecided about where I'm going with it if I'm honest, but it's one of those things that is an ongoing thing. At the moment I've hit a point where I'm very stale with just working on bits in the car. I think that's just personally me, it's not the car's done nothing wrong for me to feel like that, but we'll see. I've got some bits that I want to do for sure. I want to get the wheels back on the correct wheels, that is, because it looks a bit funky with, it looks like I'm doing a backwards drift car. It's not right. So yeah, that'll be it for the time being. I'll stop rambling on. Hope you've liked this. It is just a small video, just showing what I do. Hopefully you know a bit more about, well, me, I would say, but you don't really know that much about me right now. But anyway, for now, take it easy guys. I'm Ben and I'm out of here. See ya.